Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with more Marvel's Midnight Suns. Let's go ahead and switch this feed over, shall we? Yes. We are here. So, here's something I'm gonna do. To switch things up, I've been thinking like, now that I'm aware that I can do face cam with my streams and everything, the thing I'm probably going to do is, if my face cam obscures like important elements of a screen, then I probably won't show it unless my face is absolutely necessary. Like, say for instance, I just wanted to look at you guys. Then I'd be able to do that. But I just wanted to see how it is. I just want to go back to streaming without a face cam for a minute. Unless you guys really want it, then we'll just keep it with the main screen, so nothing is obscured. At least for right now. So last we left off where Nico here was asking us if we wanted to hang out. If we wanted to talk to the rest of the Midnight Suns, congregate, have conversation, get used to everyone. Because my dude with that limit choker on his neck here, he's not entirely used to modern day conversation. So, and he's kind of learned how to walk in place really weirdly. Like, how am I doing this? Is this some sort of magic that only the Midnight Suns know?
Just try to drop a warehouse on you? Ugh, that guy is so lame. Talk about a prototypical follower.
Is there a team called the Midnight Suns? I forget. Yes, there is a team in the Marvel Universe called the Midnight Suns. Okay, so we can watch a movie with Nico and get some friendship XP gains, which is good. So, what we watching?
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Okay, now we're faced with choices. Choices that could either give us more friendship with Nico, or we could wind up making things worse. I could say I'm sorry, I didn't know, or I could say I never saw Lilith as my mother. I could say one of those things. I'm not gonna use this accent for the entirety of this stream, so don't count on it. Really, don't count on it. Let's see. I'm sorry I didn't know, or I never saw Lilith as my mother. I'm sorry I didn't know.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this.
I was about to say, y'all get paid?
Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I really needed that.
Well, alright. So, friendship with Nico has increased. We got a sweater. Isn't that nice? We got a sweater. Ain't that nice? A sweater! The universe is in peril because Lilith is trying to take the magics from the Sanctum Sanctorum. Scarlet Witch, one of the most powerful beings in all of the Marvel Universe, is currently missing and we don't know what her current whereabouts is. And you want to hang out and you give me a sweater. Priorities, everybody!
So, what What did you think of the movie?
I don't even know what the movie was!
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
What's the staff of one?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff of one interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, magic.
Hold on. I just now realized that if I don't have my face cam on, I don't need my lamp on. It just dawned on me that this thing is just shining in my face. And I don't need it to. Oh, I can see stuff now. I can see my room again. The natural light. It's so dark. It's not dark. It's just that without my lamp on, it's like, oh, wow. I can actually make out the contours of everyone's face on the screen without a lamp shining in my face. I'm sorry. Let's keep going. What about the runaways?
I had some questions about your old team.
The runaways? Sure thing.
Hold on. Let me talk like the hunter. How did you become a team?
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. Typical kid stuff.
Ah, so you had parents that were trying to, quite literally, live vicariously through you by, sacrificing you. That's actually sad when you think about it. A lot of backstories for a lot of Marvel characters is quite sad. I mean, when you think about it, I feel like I can't say that DC's heroes are, I feel like when it comes to DC's superheroes and everything, they tend to delve into a lot of spacefaring and stuff. Like, it's not like Marvel itself doesn't dabble into spacefaring and a lot of things. But it's just that I feel like there's a stark difference to how things are done in DC compared to how it's done in Marvel when I see superheroes. Like, whenever I look at Marvel, I think aliens and mutants and super-powered, universally powerful beings and what have you. Then I look at DC, and sure, they have a lot of people like that, but sometimes it feels like they don't have as much. I don't know if it's because I've delved into Marvel more than I have DC, but I've always thought that with DC, you either have aliens, regular people, or metahumans. And on Marvel side, you either have super geniuses, mutants, or aliens. You don't really think of metahumans to a degree. You either think of people who were born mutants with superpowers, were given superpowers through experimentation, or aliens or just universal beings from time to time. I know this may not, if you put it down on paper, I'm pretty sure that the line between what makes Marvel and DC different from each other is a very, very thin line. I'm just thinking like the crazy stuff that happens from one side to the other. Like there's a lot of sad backstories. Let me get back to on topic here. A lot of sad backstories for a lot of Marvel characters. A lot of DC ones as well, but there's just a bunch of them that's just really sad on Marvel side. Like the Runaways. Imagine being born into a family where you get powers, but when you get to a certain age, you get sacrificed to the dark gods that your parents worship. Imagine being groomed like that at a young age. Or your parents being the type of individuals that really want to just keep you and sacrifice other people's kids. Imagine how awkward the 6 o'clock dinners are when your father comes home. After, sacrificing a little Susie from across the street after she just let you play hopscotch on your way home from school. Just imagine having that conversation or finding out that that's what happened when you was at school or when you was asleep or when you was at your grandmama's house. Marvel is more realistic with their heroes. DC is more hopeful. Yes. Okay, so I will say that, yeah. Realistic. Marvel is more realistic with their heroes. DC is more hopeful. Like, you'll never stop me. Oh, Batman can survive falling through space without any actual gear, and he can walk away from the impact. That's an actual thing that's happened. I'm not kidding. Batman actually fell from space and endured atmospheric re-entry, crash landed, and then got up and walked it off with nothing but his bat suit. And I was thinking, yeah, okay. So Batman, you kind of skirting the line between being the Batman and then just being God. So you just need to kind of dial that back just a little. DC doesn't bring up realistic problems with their heroes. You know what? You're kind of right. They never really bring up real-world issues or anything of that nature, at least not to the grand degree that Marvel does sometimes. There's still some differences. Let's keep going. I've been stuck on the screen for way too many minutes.
Who is on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I guess that's why you don't talk about Alex then.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
Speak to Caretaker.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
I am glad that I am spending
Lilith is
time
no
with
less
my
aggressive
friends.
now than she was 300 years ago. If anything, she's become even more brazen with age. Hopefully, it's just desperation on her part.
I was about to say something offensive concerning Lilith, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Looks like
Because
you're
I don't
finding your
actually
way
make those
around,
types of jokes,
maybe making
so
some new friends.
I ain't going to say it.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
Were they really that good? Or change can be a good thing. Change can be a good thing.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Can we get more developers who think that way? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know, Agatha. She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
If this is too hard for you.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Okay, so... Well, we know what happened to Agatha Harkness now. Wanda just basically erased her. Incinerated with nothing left behind. So Agatha got a Matarasu.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Well, alright. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as Hunter moves down either path. Balance! We shall go down the path of light, because light is good. In the holder of the light. If you hold light, then the light is good. If you hold dark, then the dark is bad in those who hold the light. It depends. like, if you jaywalk, then you walk in the dark. If you smack somebody in the head with a soccer bopper, then it is in the gray. Because they are not dead and they're not actually hurt. But if you kill someone with a soccer bopper, then you are in the dark. If you take that soccer bopper from another person, then you are in the light. I'm sorry, let me stop.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my hunter.
You seem
Did I confuse you,
strangely at
Kaju?
ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, I learned to take things in stride. Even better.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Hey, we get to finally go through the door. It's about time I could go through there. That's not how you put your hands against your sides if you have them balled up in a fist like that. You gotta put them, you gotta put your hands kind of vertically, not horizontally. Horizontally is uncomfortable.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
So we got Bloodgates. Alright, Trial of the Elder Gods, Oshtur. Open the way to location spot. Recommended player level, current player level 3. Recommended player level 1. I believe we are up to the challenge. So the quickest equivalent I can make to the Midnight Suns on DC's part is probably the Justice League Dark. It's about the best alternative group I can think of.
Expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie? Oh, Charlie!
Charlie?
Oh, look at your girl!
The
She's
old
suddenly
gods
got
are
demon
responsible
gains.
for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Alright, defeat all enemies to complete this encounter.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
You have all been marked.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Oh, I'm gonna focus on using the light for this guy. I'm gonna make him powerful. I'm gonna have him all decked out. Exact opposition of Lilith. Ain't it crazy? We're fighting a Lilith in this game, and then we're gonna fight another Lilith in Diablo 4. Except that Lilith is, way more dangerous. Like, the Lilith in this game is... You might as well compare her to a child compared to the Lilith of Diablo. Okay, let me just say that much.
Your mother abandoned you.
How nice of that little ghost dog to move out of the way so Charlie could move in and howl. It's nice, like,
Oh, you coming over here? Okay. Let me get out of your way. Don't let me obstruct you. You can go ahead and howl. It's okay. It's all right. You can just go ahead and do you.
how dare you touch my dog?
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Okay, so we have Slash. We have you back there. No, night. There he goes. All right, let's have Charlie maul this one because it's looking at me weird. You're looking at me funny. Therefore, you are to be mauled.
I'm impressed. Leave some for the rest of us.
Oh, snap. Wow. I've had my card plays refunded. Ooh, that was smooth for that to happen. But it's time to hear Charlie.
Behold the light's gift.
If I could have more moves that make it so that my card plays get refunded, the more I use them, or whichever cards I get have a higher chance of having card play refunds on them, I could just keep attacking. Not back. Can I hit you? You're not gonna hit anybody. I'm gonna hit you then. You're smacked into the wall.
Feel my call.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Refunded card plays. Yeah, that's really I like that. And then we'll have Charlie bite the last two.
Leave some for the rest
Card play refund, or is the game doing that specifically for this mission? Was I getting my hopes up because it kept refunding the card plays to me?
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Victory! 2 stars. How dare you not give me 3? The Immortal Warriors! Well, that worked out. I'll be right back. I'm being called. I'll be right back, everybody. Alright, I'm back. Had to help out Kenzo. And also watch over him because apparently someone's got their Doberman just walking outside. And I would hate for someone to lose their Doberman. If they were to mess with my dog. I'm just being honest here. Don't let your dog be going up on my property. If you still want to have a dog to go up on your property. That may sound harsh, but if you're messing with him, if you walking over here and you ain't got no leash, you ain't got no collar, don't test me now. I protect my family before I protect your dog. I'm sorry.
This looks like a...
Ashtur's gift. Ashtur's gift allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds, which are locked by magical means. Well, isn't that interesting?
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
I would rather have her help me out with getting like infinite card play so I can just mow through everybody. I would like that. Can I have that? Because anyone can open a door. Words of power. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were playing Skyrim all of a sudden. I didn't know the Greybeards lived here in the Abbey. I didn't know I was going to be learning Fusro Da up in these tombs. Words of power are magical incantations the hunter can use in the Abbey grounds. Well, on the Abbey grounds. Use a word of power, hold R2. Foos. Oh, open. That's a different kind of
She believes in
Fusroda.
our purpose.
Haha, you still can't open me, 'cause you need keys.
It's like all these chests are just clowning me. You ain't got no keys? You ain't never gonna open it
All
up.
this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here.
I got a question I hope you can answer for me, Gajil. You know this might be a random question, but can you choose between light and dark? Yes. This was actually answered by one of the devs during the live stream. Like, sure, if you go down one path, you'll eventually unlock the ability to unlock the dark path as well, so you can get access to those abilities. So don't feel like you're just sealed onto one side. Don't feel like you're just sealed onto the dark side or sealed onto the light side. The devs themselves says like you can eventually unlock the opposite side you choose. Alright, we got a new gamma coil. Is it a new day? Pet Charlie.
Good girl, Charlie.
Every time we wake up, we pet Charlie. Every time we wake up, we pet Charlie. It is a requirement. Good girl.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
So you could have both powers. Yes, you could in fact have both powers at your disposal, which ought to be interesting.
We desperately need to get into this crate. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Okay, so here's my thing. Okay, would it really give us advantage? Okay, so the dark one, that's dark. Destroy anything with Hydra's foul taint. Or the light answer, I want you to make something powerful. But for some reason, I feel like this answer, destroy anything with Hydra's foul taint, sounds like a light answer, whereas this one sounds like a dark answer, like, I want you to make something powerful. Like, that seems like a dark answer.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside.
But if those are in fact the dark and light responses, why not have the light one on top and the dark one on the bottom? Isn't it always like that in dialogue choices?
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to
Okay, so that is light. It just confuses me that the light choice, the light side choices are on the bottom of the listing rather than them being on the top. Because I'm just used to light choices and dark choices being like light choices on top and dark choices at the bottom. Or like light on the left and dark on the right, like you would see in Mass Effect. I'm just kind of used to that, but seeing them kind of reverse, it's like I had to second guess myself just a bit. I had to second guess it because I was kind of confused.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you?
And I was going to ask Gajil something. Did I? I completely forgot. I completely forgot what I was about to ask Gajil. I was gonna ask him something, but it completely slipped my mind. Dang! Studying artifacts. Studying artifacts unlocks more powerful research projects at the Forge and generates significant resources for use in ability upgrades and crafting. So, let's study it. Maybe I asked the question for Gajil already, but if not, then I completely forgot what it was.
Hoary hosts of Hoggoth. I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Artifact study complete. The Eternity Dagger.
The object of power you were hoping for.
26 attack essence, 23 heroic essence, 28 skill essence, and 1 common artifact. Knife. Research level increased to level 1. What does any of that mean? Research projects take 1 day to complete but grant powerful rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero outfits. So, we could do the supernatural fabrication, which will give us an item bench, forge schematic, craft powerful single-use combat items. We could do war games, which creates a foundry, increase ability options, and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. Or, well, we can't get the Way of the Fang yet because I need to complete 1 more mission. I need to complete 1 more mission with Blade to unlock this. So, can I only choose 1? Or can I choose multiple? Single-use items or increase ability options and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. I'm gonna go with war games. I'm gonna go with War Games.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Research is now in progress. Return to the Forge tomorrow morning for the results.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work.
Oh, right, I got a new coil. I forgot.
This never gets old.
You know what just dawned on me?
You're welcome, Hunter.
I should have saved that for after the day passed, so that I could open up this gamma coil and get some additional stuff from it. Restore an ally to full health. Dark heal. See, this is a dark ability. But I take 17 damage if I were to use it. Then we have another attack for Blade and a knee strike. No, I didn't mean to choose that. Oh, wow, I didn't even mean to choose that at all.
Got a sec to spare?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just gonna load this game back to before I did that foolishness. What time is it? What? Wait. Wow. So here I was thinking that it auto-saved all over the place, and it did not. It does not auto-save all the time, because it has the only saves it has, the only auto-saves it has are the ones from like 6 days ago, the last time I played. Literally, the only autosave I have is when I was in the Abbey and my manual save that I made that I just started this whole playthrough on. So, yeah, I need to make it a habit of saving before I use a gamma coil.
You moving into the Forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The Forge is pretty badass. But the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
All right, let's just go light answers all the way.
It would be my honor to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard.
Does he have heterochromia?
When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Yeah, he's got heterochromia. Yo, Raw! Hello there. Gonna just drop in because I saw you live, but you have to study. Study is important. Prioritize that, Raw. I'll always be here, but if you gotta study, focus on that.
Talking training with Ghost Rider. Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
So we got a new ability to upgrade, and I believe that is Captain Marvel's knee strike. Since I have 2 of them now. It is good to have another one with duplicate abilities.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
All right, so knee strike has gone up.
Like playing with fire.
Been binging my solo leveling reading? Well, I hope you've been enjoying it, Rawl. I'm going through the beginning after the end right now. It's gonna be a while before that series is over, but this series is doing quite well. All right, daily sparring. Every day, the hunter can choose a new partner to spar with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards. All right, let's spar with Ghost Rider.
Maybe you should be the
Sparring complete. I didn't even see like an animation. Very much, you do the voices quite well. Well, thank you, Rawl. I enjoy doing voices. It's very difficult for me to do stories without voices. All right, Rawl, it was good to have you here. Hope the studying goes well. I was hoping that I'd see an animation of us sparring with one another, but you know, screenshot ain't bad. It ain't bad. Hat minions. Oh, that's how I do it. No! It won't. Okay, so I'm trying to make it so that. Wait. Okay, I think it saved the photo. Let me come over here. I think it saved the photo. I think we ought to be fine. We're fine. I'll take pictures later. Okay, so training XP. 3 out of 5 XP to next level, 3 friendship XP, and energize, common combat bonus. All heroic cards in the starting hand cost 0 heroism. I think training with people I intend to take out on missions with me is probably going to be a priority.
We've got a mission.
Wait, what? Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider skull is always been metal. I thought it was a regular skull like Johnny Blaze. Oh no. His Ghost Rider form is different from Johnny Blaze's. Robbie Reyes's form is kind of like he says, kind of metallic. Whereas Johnny Blaze is the classic, human skull that many of us are used to. Well, I appreciate it, Rawl. All the same, enjoy your studying.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble, apocalypse prophecies, the Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Also, real quick, so to those who don't know, Michael Jai White is the voice of Blade. Recently, he actually cosplayed as his Blade from this game. And, well, frankly, if he were to mocap the game and they were to put his face in here, it really wouldn't look that much different. Because he actually fits. He actually looks like Blade when he cosplayed as his Midnight Suns version.
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless, hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait, what are you trying to say?
Blade got a thing for Carol, but he don't want to admit it. This is hard for you, isn't it?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah, well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
Blade? Getting flustered? That's almost like seeing Bayonetta getting flustered in Bayonetta 2. You don't... That idea never comes to mind. Simply because we know what these characters are capable of. Seeing characters we never see get flustered is like seeing a unicorn. You think it could happen, but there was like a 0.1% chance of it actually happening. That's how few it is. So when you see it happen, it's like, that's impossible. Perhaps the data is incorrect. Perhaps the data is incomplete. That's impossible. Perhaps the data is incomplete. That's how it is. So seeing Blade, who we know to be this stone cold brother that likes to kill monsters and vampires all the time, him getting flustered about his feelings, that's almost as funny as Kratos going to pick flowers in God of War from 2018.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
I will find her.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey, prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
And I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
I still gotta get used to Captain Marvel having those ridiculously dark eyebrows, in contrast to her very, very bright blonde hair.
Alright, so it appears that Ghost Rider is here in the grotto. It appears that Blade is over here in the training yard. We have Nico here in this section of the map. We have Captain Marvel here with the caretaker.
I don't know why this might be... the reason why I'm speaking like this is because I've probably been listening to Aaron and Dan compilations from the Game Grumps. I've probably been listening to way too many of those, especially when Aaron's doing those old man voices that I want to get my Bojangles chicken biscuit and stuff like that. And stuff that they say. I might have been listening to them way too much. Way too much.
Magic! Where are you? As I run frantically throughout the entire...
Okay. So I guess you done training, so you just gonna be at the pool. Like we ain't got a worldwide threat on our hands. You just out here chilling?
Hunter, putting me through my paces.
Robbie, have you seen Magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Wow, we just pretty much shaved off everything we needed to know. So I guess I don't need to ask everyone else. It's not like, oh, well, I saw her over there. Maybe ask Iron Man. Oh, nope, I didn't see her over there. Ask Doctor Strange. I'm afraid I haven't seen Magic anywhere. Perhaps you can ask Miss Nico. But no, we just talked to Ghost Rider, and that was simple. Hello? Who's that in your photo? That does not look like Colossus. That person looks like they... Can I zoom in? Yes. That person looks like they have red hair, and the other person next to them looks like they have white hair. So is that supposed to be Wanda and Quicksilver? I know his name is Peter. Or Pietro. Yep.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
Did a portal also appear on the side of your face to make your hair clip through it that quick second? Are you that upset?
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Okay, so me trying to go light answers all the way is not always beneficial, because even though I chose the light option, that was not a good dialogue option to respond to magic to. So I gotta be more careful.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Yeah, magic is just done with everybody. So, friendship has gone down with magic. That could have gone better. That could have gone better. You know what? Before we ever do any conversations with anyone, I'm gonna save. So what I'm gonna do is, wait, did it autosave? Nope, still didn't autosave. These autosaves really only happen when I'm in the middle of fights or when I get back and forth to the Abbey. Alright, so before we ever do conversations with anyone, we will save before we talk to them. So that way we can get the best dialogue choices and be friends with everyone!
Always on the hunt, right?
Like now, for example, I'm gonna save right now. Alright, hold on. I need to check my room. That's not my room. Captains, Iron Mans, Blades? thought I saw a symbol appear on the door right when I went past it. That was weird. Where's my room? This is not my room. Is it? No, it's not. Where's Charlie? Charlie! Wait, where's my room? This is the barracks. Common room, forge. Wait, I can't go in my room right now. Where's Charlie? Ah, here it is. And Charlie gone. Charlie gone. Well, look at that. Upgrades. I could spend gloss and get myself a nice nightstand. A nice bedside table, a bookshelf, cozy armchair, a couch, velvet curtains, a plush dog bed, mirror, rug A, rug B, writing desk, wall frames. Okay, priorities. Get a doggy bed for Charlie. I'll worry about this stuff later. We need to get a move on. We haven't done like a mission in a hot minute.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
You know what? I honestly thought that the only people... You know, I was under the impression that the only villains and villainous faction that exists was AIM. That's what I always thought. Like, no deviation, nothing new, just AIM all the time. At least that's what I thought for the past 2 years. But who knew that you could have more than just AIM as villains? Hydra? Preposterous. Okay, stop Hydra helicopter. We get a gamma coil and an intel cache. Required heroes, Captain Marvel and me. We do need to bring Captain Marvel in here because we upgraded one of her moves and she does need to level up. I wonder what the max level is for this game. Is it like 50 or is it like 99 or whatever? Like, what is the max level before I start getting my hopes up of making people so omnipotently powerful that nothing stands against me before you know, I'm told that, oh, it's only at 50. Combat bonus. Ghost Rider earned a combat bonus from sparring with the Hunter. Add him to the squad to earn a powerful boost at the start of the next mission. Oh, we get to bring Ghost Rider with us. Sweet. But if I brought Blade with me, I could then unlock that upgrade for him. But we'll take Ghost Rider. I'm actually surprised no one's tried to cosplay as Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider with flames coming out of their mask.
A shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path?
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate. Heads up, Hunter.
Anybody play Warframe? Haha! Turning people onto Warframe, are you, Godjiel? Godjiel has recently gotten back into playing Warframe. Like, for me right now, I've been playing for years, and Godjiel's gotten back into playing it, so I've been helping him out with certain missions. Like, when I'm done playing Midnight Suns for like another hour or so, then if he needs my help, I'll be happy to lend him a hand. I currently have Baruch Prime building right now. I have the first weapon. The first weapon, his melee weapon, the Cobra and Crane Prime, that's already done. I'm waiting on the Furus Prime dual pistols to be done, and then I'm just waiting on Baruch Prime to fully build. I'm not going to rush him, I'm just going to wait 3 days for him to fully build. It's not like Warframe's the only game, so I can just play other things to bide for time. But when I get him, he's essentially going to be the airbender of the group. Because he has like these...
Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
But Warframe is incredibly fun, and me and him, I was talking to him thinking about, what if Warframe partnered with Marvel? Think about it. If Warframe partnered with Marvel, and they created a Marvel game that was essentially Warframe, but you have all these different superheroes and villains you could play as, and these different maps and what have you, it would be amazing. It would be what Marvel's Avengers has always tried to make itself, instead of, you know, being a glorified skin shop with like a little bit of combat mixed in. Alright, stop Hydra helicopter. Disable the Hydra helicopter before it can depart. Target the helicopter with attacks to disable it before time runs out. Am I really on a time limit? Certain enemies will grant powerful cards when KO'd. Tip, highlight an enemy with a cursor to see which card they will grant.
Alright, so you shall be murdered first.
Like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Okay, so let's do this. Ooh. Hellmouth. Create a drop with an increased chance to KO enemies for 2 turns.
It is time.
When an enemy is knocked back into a drop, they have a chance to be instantly KO'd. The instant KO chance goes up as the enemy's health is reduced. Heroes and supervillains can't be knocked into drops, because then it would be too easy. How nice of you to just line up like that. Perfect! Photon beam!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I am out of God, please. I have to end my turn.
Feel like the Warframe devs would do a great job with the cosmic level characters in Marvel and the different Lantern Corps in DC. Like, imagine being Silver Surfer, a Silver Surfer surfing the cosmic waves, or Cosmic Ghost Rider. Because Warframe is incredibly diverse. They already have multiple planets where it's basically just open world.
Nothing matters, but here come their friends.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus. I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are both mother and child, Hunter.
that was something.
We gotta take down that helicopter. That's what's important right now.
Loyalty to the mother of demons will be your undoing.
Is that all?
Finally, you leveled up. The cake has leveled up.
Forever in service.
Oh, the Hellmouth doesn't last long, does it?
Loyalty to the darkness is clear.
You're mine. You have to do better than that.
More souls come.
Exactly what you love about Warframe is that its world is big. Oh yeah, its world is very big. And it's just...
Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
And the thing about Warframe's world is that it keeps getting bigger.
Has chosen.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
That'll work. Vengeance is near.
I swallow your soul.
Take advantage while they focus on me.
The Plains of Eidolons was the first open world map that they ever created, and after that was it starts with a V, but I forget the name.
I'll get to you if I can.
Injuries. Heroes can gain injuries in combat when they take damage at low health, keeping heroes healed and protected to minimize injuries. Injuries do not have immediate effects, but will have negative consequences if the hero is brought back into combat while still injured.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Many still await my judgment. I suppose it's
That whip did nothing. I wasted that. That whip did nothing.
Behold the light's gift.
That should help.
Yeah, I didn't do enough damage to the helicopter to actually stop it. I might fail this. I might end up failing this.
You had your chance to escape. Weak, even for Hydra.
They got away.
Do not worry, heroes. You will still witness the results of my work firsthand. On the field of...
Yep, I failed! We need to prioritize taking down that heli chopper. Yep, that did a lot of damage.
Oh, that was something.
Yep. Prioritize.
Whatever gets the job done. You bring about your own demise.
For victory!
Get you for that.
More of them are joining the
Reinforcements!
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus. And I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
No. This doesn't do damage. Knee strike.
One more time. Didn't
All right,
think I
she
could get
leveled
any
up.
stronger.
All right, cool. We got binary. And I managed to get at least 40, get it down to 45. So let's end my hand here. You really do have to strategize here. Because I don't have everyone to an omnipotent level yet.
That's getting old.
Oh no, injurious!
They really want to get on my bad side.
Reinforcements? Why are there so many of you?
To win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
It's about time. I think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already.
Okay, I got a little bit of health back. Oh, okay. Knee strike. Knee strike. It should take one more good hit.
I am impressed.
One more good hit. Please survive. Please survive. Please survive. Please survive. Don't touch me. Ah! Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Ah! Don't touch me. Ah! Don't touch me. Marvel's down. Help me. Help.
Helicopter's about to take off, and with it, any hope of understanding what this madman is actually ranting about.
Oh, come on. Okay, lash. Can I lash you in the Yes!
Somehow these mere mortals dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All these
Okay, it worked out. Huh? Wow. Oh, okay. So we just lost Captain Marvel, and now it needs me to defeat the remaining enemies to complete the mission.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
Do you see how many people are left? Do you see how many people that want me dead are left? Ghost Rider, Souls. When Ghost Rider KOs a number of enemies and fills the Souls meter, he will draw a copy of Drained Souls. Increase friendship with Ghost Rider to improve this passive. Okay, so I don't have enough heroism. I'm gonna need to revive. Hoo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna need to drain you of all your souls. Great.
It is nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Gave everybody 27 block. A hero can never have more block than their maximum health. Alright, I know that now. And I got heal. Take out that redraw. And I get lash. Okay. And my turn. Please let me survive this. Please let me survive this. I need to get more powerful. If I can do missions after missions, like little side missions to help me level up, I'll just farm that to make me stronger before I take on the next mission.
Considered a crazed senate in the Hydra cabal, obsessed with the old ways. But then we detected the convergence of the midnight sun.
Tell me about it. Actually, please do not.
And I'm injured, so I can't really benefit from using Slash. So let's keep Captain Marvel up.
The light is on our side.
Appreciate it.
Heroism has gone up, and I can revive Ghost Rider. So I'll take that.
The spirit rises.
See if we can knock some people in there. Ah, I can use Drain Souls. Excellent. Drain you. Drain you. Drain you. And drain you. Let's go. Oh, I like this. Now the only one left is the big guy. Look. Oh, that was nice. Oh, okay. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I was scared. I was immediately intimidated. I was actually intimidated, thinking like, I ain't gonna survive this. But Ghost Rider came in clutch with that drained souls, and I just drained all of them. So now only this guy's left. You have nothing left but your death. I've been slowed.
I may need some help here.
All right, so, okay, so we have... What the heck just happened? I didn't hit no buttons, I didn't do nothing. It just froze up the stream for some reason and then stopped it. But we're back. We're back. So what I've basically done is I got behind the guy and opened up 2 hell mouths in an attempt to try and yank him But it's not gonna be that simple. I just need to keep hitting him. So that hellmouth is closed, but the one next to him is not.
That feels so good.
Wait, how much health do I have? Do I have 71? Okay, I got 71. Ooh! Damage each enemy in a line, discard your hand. Or I could use Photon Beam. Ooh, that does a considerable amount of damage. But this one is gonna just straight up end it. We're done. We're done. Hunter, get out of the way. It's over. It's over. This does more damage than this guy has health. Woo-hoo! Night night.
Well done. Seems that's the last of them.
Last. There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minder's back at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer. I consider that a victory. Well, if Hydra were paying attention before, they are.
Stream is lagging. Okay, that should be fixed now. Alright, I just had to hit a button. Apologies about that, everyone. It just kind of slipped up on me. So, 2 heroes got knocked out. Difficulty normal. Common gamma coil, common intel cache. I'll fine-tune the streams from now on. Alright, it's good now? Good, good. I can see that it's good now. Apologies for the choppiness and the randomness of it doing that. It was weird. Mission rewards are tied to hero level, so as the hunter gains levels in combat, the rewards offered on future missions will improve. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the hunter level increases, any weaker heroes will automatically level up so they don't fall far behind. Tip: at higher difficulty levels, all heroes level up faster, granting access to higher rarity rewards sooner. So we could join the hangout, but then let's talk to Magic.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky, trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
Thinking about Wanda?
You were trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Should we warn the others, or danger is familiar to me too? I can't always choose the light path because these are not always going to be the answers that Ileana would probably agree with. Should we warn the others, or danger is familiar to me too? Let's go with a dark choice this time.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can.
I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Yay! Even though I lost the friendship XP with her when I initially talked to her, I gained one back by going on choosing the dark side choice, which worked out. How you just gonna teleport me into my room? What if I just wanted to go to the grounds and just explore? How you gonna force me back in the house? A few heroes are available to hang out with the hunter in the common room. Engage in a hangout to grow the hunter's friendship with a hero of your choice. Oh boy, what type of hangouts are we gonna have if we once we get Dr. Banner? Because Hulk is a character you unlock pretty much near the end of the game, because the devs have already confirmed. So I just wonder what does increasing the friendship of the Hulk gain for him benefits wise? That's what I'm interested to know, but also terrified to know. Okay, so we can play video games. My favorite thing to do. Increase friendship. Play cards, increase friendship. Have a drink, increase friendship. Video games! I know a good one. It's called Marvel's Midnight Suns. But avoid that one called Marvel's Avengers, though. You're probably going to be pulling your hair out with that one.
I need to take a street race.
That's one game that'll decrease your friendship with people.
No, in a car. You race through empty streets, pushing your ride as hard as it can take it, and leave the other racers in your dust. There's nothing like it.
Okay, so let's see. You race through empty streets, pushing your ride as hard as it can take out. Remember, you don't gain anything from Hulk for friendship. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. Hulk is so overpowered that you really can't do anything for Hulk friendship-wise. He's just there to be the strongest one there is.
I cannot wait to race in the Hell Ride.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, you did not mean as a passenger. I have only driven ox carts, but I am sure I can figure it out.
Maybe we start with racing games before we put you in an actual race. Wish we could do this all day.
All right, so we got a rare swimsuit for Robbie, and we got a tank top for me. Love the activity, +7 for friendship, and then conversation has gone up as well. 8 friendship gained. Imagine if life was gauged by your friendship number. Like how Death Stranding, your entire reputation is based on how many likes you get. Like you have a Twitter profile or something, except you're like the post-apocalyptic UPS delivery man. But imagine if life was dependent on how high your friendship was with people or how many likes you had. Just the desperation that people would feel in order to get as many likes as possible. Not gauged by the amount of money you have, but by the amounts of likes and friendships you have. Ooh, and our friendship with Robbie is almost leveled up. Wait, has a day passed? Is it a new day? Are we still waiting? Nope, we can't mess with the forge because apparently the forge is closed and everyone's gone to sleep. I'm running around because I keep finding gloss in certain spots, so I'm just checking and making sure that I grab everything from the grounds that may be missing. I'm just double checking. Because this chest I've already seen before. And there's a pathway up here. I think I've already been up to this pathway. Yeah. This is where I woke up. And those are unknown words of power. Okay, we'll go back. We will go back to the sanctuary. Not sanctuary, but to the library. That's our next stop. I really hope it opens up where I can start doing like side missions aside from the main missions, because I will just farm on repeatable side missions to make myself stronger. I believe in making myself overpowered so I can take down literally everybody. Right. Words of power. Fus Roda.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Sarah, I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
Explain! Hold up, I'm confused!
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered, together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Ooh! Okay, I looked it up, okay, because I was very curious about seeing what the max level is for characters. So, the max level is 25 for characters, but that's when you enter into what is called champion levels. which is essentially a prestige system where you can continuously level up your champion levels and you still gain health and damage and other stats. So even if you hit level 25, you can still keep leveling and getting stronger. That makes me happy. It makes me happy to hear that. Even when I hit the max level, there's still room for me to make these people even stronger than before. See, this game gets it. This game gets that you don't just give us a superhero game and then just limit us to the amount of power that these people have. No, you keep allowing us to get stronger and stronger even after hitting this game's current cap, and then keep making us stronger and stronger to make them into the heroes that we all see on these pages. World-breaking people like Hulk, reality-warping individuals that can just pretty much dissipate the Phoenix along with Hope Summers with the Whisper, or someone so monstrously powerful like Doctor Strange, or even Ghost Rider. These individuals, you can make them even stronger. This is all I've ever wanted. This is, well, not all I ever wanted, but this is what every Marvel game that gives you like a level up system should strive to achieve. Even after hitting the max level, you can still level up, increase your damage, increase your health, just keep making yourself stronger. None of this, you only level up, when you level up, you don't get any stat increases, you only unlock skill points, and then all your stats is just based up on the gear that you're wearing, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day, because I've seen that done. And it's dumb. It is really dumb. But the way Midnight Suns has it, yeah, I like it. Excerpt from Wanda's journal. I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you were going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Alright, so before we go out, we're gonna grab all these goodies that are over here. Attack Essence. Notes by Damon Hellstrom. My research has led me to believe that the Blood have existed for ages, seeking to eliminate the spawn of Chthon and any other malevolent manifestations they deem to be a threat. I will continue to dig deeper into their rather murky history. There is much to explore here in Old Salem. Excerpt taken from Shield World Factbook entry on Transia, the single largest economic sector of the Republic of Transia, relates to the vast uranium deposits located in and around Mount Wundagore. The mining, refinement, and exportation of uranium ore contribute the majority of the small landlocked nation's GDP. Despite the country's size and population, Transia is among the world's top 5 producers of natural uranium. The proceeds of their exports, along with a carefully managed sovereign wealth fund, allows Transia to provide generous social programs for its citizens and routinely reject any overtures from foreign investors. Interesting. Let's read more. Night Stalkers, Case 036, New England, March 11, 1992. Hey, that's the month I was born. And year I was born, too. But not the day. That was like 12 days later. A heavy snow fell as we crossed into New England from the upper reaches of New York. Within hours, the trail of the creature had vanished, and we found ourselves off course, headed along an unmapped mountain pass. It was early in the day, and the region thick with fog. Blade and Hannibal King scouted ahead towards the source of a strange sound coming from around the bend directly ahead. I can only imagine it as a low moan, like a wounded animal carried along in the wind. I moved to an advantageous position, taking aim with Linda, and prepared for the Lilin ambush. Lilin? Interesting. Charlie reminds me of Dust from Darksiders 2 with showing you directions. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Dust. Man, we need another Darksiders game. Genesis was fun being the first time we could actually play as Strife, but I want a game where it's just based on Strife. Because we already got 3 other Darksiders games where it focuses on all the other four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, except for Strife. Like, first one, we focused on war. Second one, we focused on death. Third one, we focused on fury. Sure, we have Strife in Genesis, but I want a game where it's just him, and you're just gunning down literally everyone. Because he's the only member of the Horsemen that actually just solely uses guns. Everyone else is using, like, melee weapons, but Strife is the one that goes like, yeah, it's high noon, and I'm gonna be shooting all of your heads off. He's the only one that uses guns. Wouldn't it be cool to play Strife and you get to upgrade his guns where it's just doing crazy crap all the time? It would be. Whoa, what was that? Arcana level up. Plus 25% bonus resources from pickups. Ooh! So it's necessary for me to increase my arcane knowledge. So I can keep getting more and more resources from pickups. Ooh, I likes that. Mythica Zoologica, the Wild Hunt. Do we need to get Geralt on this? Through the occurrence, I still have yet to start playing The Witcher 3's next-gen version. I haven't played The Witcher 3 since when I first started making video game videos. That's how long it's been, at least about 7 or so years. Through the occurrence of the phenomenon is widely, though the occurrence of the phenomenon is widely overreported, there are still well-documented cases of the Wild Hunt occurring in modern times. If one wishes to hear the hounds of Anwin as they course overhead, areas of historic suffering are always an excellent place to start. And as to look upon them is to look upon death itself. Best to wait until Selenian illumination is at its lowest point. Yo, Skeleton, what's going on? Tutorial, arcane levels. The hunter has increased their arcane level. Successfully using words of power, exploring the Abbey grounds, and even petting Charlie will grant arcane knowledge, which can increase the hunter's arcane level. At higher arcane levels, the hunter will gain increasingly powerful rewards from the Abbey grounds and arcane chests. Well, that's good. Let's just keep increasing my knowledge. Let's explore everywhere. What is that? Haunted Echoes, a collection of transient folk songs. The Woodsman's Lament. And round she danced the woodman's wife, as the Fey King played his lyre. And at her feet the rings revealed a cold and lifeless fire. "Oh, dance for me," the king cried he, as her sight grew dark and grim. "The woodsman's wife though you may be, you'll ne'er return to him." Ooh. Oh, so you just taking people's wives. That's just what you do? It's just what you do here in this place? Caretaker's Journal, June 3rd, 1710. My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable to feelings I have not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years. Though I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks, I find myself in the very position I once criticized and judged Lilith for, and it brings me shame. As blood descendants, we were not meant to bring children into this world or love another as she did, as I love Agatha. Was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly? Or am I wrong now? It is hard to face. I have found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith felt with Gregor and their child. To have a family, to love and be loved by another. Oh, okay, so Caretaker here has a thing for Agatha. Which is why she feels so emotional about Agatha being gone. That explains so much. It really does explain so much. Can I read this? Nope, can't read that. Anything else I can read, or was that the only thing? We can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with that. Hey, Rawl. Hey, I appreciate it. You just showing up, that's more than enough. That more than helps for me. I appreciate you having the stream going in the background, but just know that you simply showing up is good enough. I appreciate it. All right, Charlie. Show me what you want to show me. Hold up, there was something there. Heroic essence, you thought I wasn't going to see that. I'm going to grab them all. And as my arcane knowledge increases, those pickups are going to be more and more bountiful. So I can't sprint because Charlie won't be able to keep up. So I might as well just stay behind her. Fusroda? Fusroda!
Noble Oster guides my hand.
Elemental Altar. Time to talk to Agatha. Right after I look at all these places and mark them on the map.
She believes in our purpose.
Alright, so now we have another way up to this area since I opened that up. Is this another rod? It is! It's an air rod!
An elemental rod. I should take
This
back to
quartz
the altar.
stone is so light it almost floats. Fluffy white and gray whorls conceal a core of roiling thunderclouds, which emit small bursts of light from time to time. Is Midnight Suns better than the Avengers one? Yes. Yes. Let me say that to you right now. Yes, it is. First and foremost, this isn't a game where... This isn't a live service game. It gives you everything right here in the game, but it also gives you reason to keep playing. Higher difficulty levels, missions to do, there's post-game, and what have you. And if I go over to my heroes and I go to customize them, the game does not expect me to open up my credit card and put in my credit card information in order to purchase these. These are things you can literally just earn in-game by doing missions and spending in-game currency to unlock. And the thing is, when it comes to its free skins, yeah, not just necessarily that, but the attention to detail for a Marvel game. Because first and foremost, Marvel's Midnight Suns knows what it wants to be. It knows what it wants to be. That's a rarity, which is quite sad nowadays. Yeah, it's a rarity. But when you look at Avengers now and then compare it to how hopeful they were at the beginning of the year, it's such a stark contrast. Because right now, they've gone really off the deep end, and they're starting to sell skins, the same old skins they sold at full price before, but removing a piece from it and calling it a brand new skin. And that's what they're currently doing right now. They're not adding any content to the game. They're just editing pre-existing skins and reselling them to people. And they're doing it desperately. Like, they're doing it to all of their MCU skins, where, say for example, you have Thor's Avenger skin, where he doesn't have his helmet. Well, now they're selling the skin with the helmet as a completely different skin. Now, the difference is, if I go here and I look at all these skins, some of which I don't have unlocked because I still got to play through the game, all of these different skins, like if I go over to the Hunter, well, I can't go over to a Hunter. Let me switch over to someone else. Can I? Let me go to Blade. Blade is a good example. So we have his default, and then we have his Night Stalker. If you look over here, all of his different colors require currency that you can get from in-game. They're not separate skins that you have to buy separately. Each one of these colors is not a separate skin. It's a separate color for one pre-existing skin. They're not trying to sell you these whole skins saying like, oh, this costs 300. This costs 300 purchase. 300 points for these different things. And, well, some of these is like part of their Eclipse credit stuff. Like, you would need to actually purchase their Eclipse credits and stuff like that. Some of it, but it's not every single skin that they have. Like, we have his Midnight Suns one. It's only like the really high-end premium stuff. But they don't. But the reason why now some people may draw a parallel, like, well, they still have credits and stuff, so you can get outfits. But the thing is, the credits isn't the only way you can. The buying credits for this game does not necessarily mean that it's for every single skin in the game. Unlike Marvel's Avengers, this game actually is willing to give you skins and let you earn them over them trying to make you buy this stuff. Because there was a time where Marvel's Avengers would let players get patterns where they could unlock skins for themselves. They completely removed that because it cut into their sales. They don't want to admit it. No one's going to want to admit it, but that's what they did. They completely removed the ability for players to earn and farm patterns so that they didn't have to buy skins in the marketplace. And they completely removed that as an option so players could then go and then start buying it. Because that's what they do. That's what the people at Marvel's Avengers do. They remove options for players to actually earn different things, and they try to nudge them in a direction that the only way you can get stuff is if you buy it. Because I can tell you right now, if they still allowed patterns to be earned in the game, half of their stocks wouldn't... more than half of it would not be like on the marketplace because players would have earned it already. But they completely removed it. Because... to be quite honest, Marvel's Avengers tries its best to try and be that game, that Marvel game that people can play, and people will enjoy it. Mind you, people will enjoy crap, even if you tell it that it is. Just because people find it fun does not mean the game is good, because it's not. It's on its last legs, and I say last legs, but it's akin to me saying like One Piece is in its final saga, but seeing the end of that saga is still going to take some time. But... this game is far better than Marvel's Avengers simply because it's actually a complete game. And it actually gets Marvel heroes. Like, the Hulk is an incredibly overpowered character in this game. You don't unlock him until pretty much near the end of the game, the devs have confirmed. But he's so overpowered that when he attacks, he has this move called World Breaker, where he just jumps up in the air and the entire map, let me repeat, the entire map just explodes from him just destroying the entire ground. And he has a rage mechanic where if he gets hit or he attacks, he basically gets stronger. He basically gets stronger. And there's perks to him that makes it so that you can increase his rage level. So as long as he keeps increasing his rage, he keeps getting more and more powerful until he's just basically unstoppable. That is the Hulk. These people here at Fire Axis already got the concept of getting the Hulk right in this game. A game where your moves are based on card plays gets the Hulk right better than an action brawler like Marvel's Avengers, where Hulk is easily knocked around by robots half his size, or his rage mechanic drains, but he does not get stronger the longer it's used. He just has a set amount of attacks and a set amount of defense that he has while rage is active, and it's like, how is this the Hulk? So one thing that Marvel's Midnight Suns has over Marvel's Avengers is the attention to detail for the heroes you have control over. And it just amazes me and stupefies me how people look at Marvel's Avengers and say like, well, there's no other game out there, or this is a really good game, and I'm like, you can really look at Marvel's Avengers and tell me that this is worthy of being called a Marvel game, where they focus so much on people trying to buy skins rather than making the game actually fun to play? That's just me. Sorry.
You haven't lost your touch, dear.
How much is that game right now? Well, since I'm playing the PS5 version, it's probably about it's about $70. So, like, if you want, you can wait for a sale if you want to. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. But this is a game that I suggest. The same way I suggest Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, I suggest Marvel's Midnight Suns. I do not suggest Marvel's Avengers because a broken game is not worthy of anyone's time.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
Arcane key?
An arcane key?
Hey!
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before
all right,
those
Raw,
who
have a good
deserve
night.
them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
You've collected an arcane key. Arcane keys can open the arcane chests scattered around the Abbey and its grounds. Oh, I see something back here. What is this back here? Is that a card? Justice! She-Hulk proudly holds the scales of justice in one hand and her briefcase in the other, ready to face the courtroom. This card represents justice and fairness and righting the wrongs of the world. You forgot to ask, is that game only for the PS4? No, I believe it's for the PS4 and only for the PS5. It's for the PS4 and 5 as well. It's not a next-gen exclusive. Because I'm checking right now. I'm checking the site. Wait, is it PS5? Wait, is it PS5 exclusive? It shouldn't be. A regular version. Hold on. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's on PS4. It's on PS4 and PS5. So if you were getting the PS4 version, that'll probably just be $60, just like the regular PS4 versions of the game. Yeah. Wait. The last gen versions are getting released later. Gajil, isn't the last gen versions getting released later? I think they are. Yes, okay. So, at launch, Marvel's Midnight Suns will be available on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, with Steam and the Epic Game Store sharing the PC launch. At a later date that is yet to be confirmed, Marvel's Midnight Suns will come to PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Okay, that slipped my mind. So it is going to be on last-gen consoles, but the date of when those are going to release has yet to be determined. But let me continue this card. She-Hulk proudly holds the scales of justice in one hand and her briefcase in the other, ready to face the courtroom. This card represents justice and fairness in righting the wrongs of the world. So clearly, this She-Hulk is nothing like MCU's version, because this one, I imagine most of us would actually like. So got air rod, fire rod, water rod. I'm missing an earth rod. That's what I need. I need an earth rod. That's what I need. I saw something over here. What can I grab? Wolf's Bane. A glowing apothecary vessel, a vessel created by witches to honor the innocent. There's a lot of wolfsbane in here. Chicken mushroom. Does it taste like chicken? All right. Exploring the Abbey grounds from this point on is optional. It can be done at any time without regard to the main story. When you are ready, return to your quarters and go to sleep each night to start the next day. So we don't know the word of power in order to get across this chasm. So we got to learn that first before we start going to these different places and causing different things to happen. Witch Hazel! So we got these different spots. Oh, we got another card. Which one is this? Death. Oh. Death stands before the black vortex, surrounded by the prized infinity stones, tempting us with possibility. This card represents transformation and entering a new phase of one's life. And where there is death, I'm pretty sure Thanos is, thinking of different ways to please her. And considering what Thanos is currently doing in the Marvel Universe, yeah, we don't want him trying to please her. Because Thanos is out here trying to find the 7th Infinity Stone. And you do not want him finding that. Moonlight on Mount Lafayette. What is it? Lafayette, New Hampshire. New painting. Hunter's Journal, July 15th, 1710. My favorite days are those with Agatha. She even talks more than Sarah sometimes, but it doesn't feel like a drawling lecture. She's always smiling, and her face lights up when she tells me about all of the plants, trees, and mushrooms that we come across. I never thought I would find myself excited to share the healing properties of moonflowers or dryad saddles. Agatha tells me that one day, knowing these things will come in handy. But for now, it's just fun to learn them. Alright, and then we have Faded Journal Page. Wanda's Journal, February 22nd, 2020. I've said I'm sorry so many times today, I might as well say it here, too. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened out there. Agatha and I trained at her altar all the time, but something was different. Somehow, this time, I lost control. Somehow this time I lost control. Agatha could have been hurt, and it would have been my fault. Darn! I need to figure this out. Caretaker isn't looking at me the same. Agatha makes it look so easy, and I just make everything harder. We'll find a way to draw the elemental energy back to the altar, and we'll try again. We always do. P.S. Somehow I broke the cauldron too. I wasn't even in the library today. The power of Wanda. So, what's this? New Haven discovered, the Peaceful Hill. There are numerous Haven locations on the Abbey grounds. Once discovered, a Haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with a hero where the friendship rewards are increased. Each Haven can be used only once. Each hero can only attend a single Haven over the course of the game. Interesting. Okay, so I have the air rod, the fire rod, and the water rod. I am still missing one final rod. Hey, another card. Wheel of Fortune. Hey, it's Domino. Domino knows the way in which the wheel will turn, and shows the answer in the playing card she displays. This card represents luck and good fortune, along with opportunity in the future. Wouldn't it be something if I find a Deadpool card? I mean, granted, he's coming to the Midnight Suns through the Seasons Pass, but wouldn't it be funny if he has his own card? Insanity. And that's what his card represents, it just represents insanity? Sealed vessel. Victims of the witch trials. The remains within are still thoroughly protected. And we got some arcane knowledge for that. Okay, so we got that rod.
She does not see it happening.
Okay, so we can't do anything with that spot.
This looks like a fairy ring.
Fairy ring? Where? That's the first time you've ever really commented on something. And there's something through there. But I can't burst it open. Where's that last rod at? I have water, air, and fire. Do I need earth? Where's the earth rod? Do they have different symbols? Okay, they all have different symbols on them. Okay, that's not it. Okay, this is the one for fire.
The old magic still holds.
Okay, that looks like waves.
What was Wanda up to here?
And this is air.
One more to go.
Alright, so now I need to find the final one. And that looks like earth, so I need to find that one. It's got to be out here on the ground somewhere. I probably overlooked it. I got 4 keys. This is a common chest. Ooh, a head prop. Arcane chests. Look for arcane chests on the Abbey grounds and unlock them with arcane keys. Arcane chests reset periodically, so return to previously opened chests to see if you can open them again. The higher your arcane level, the more rewards each arcane chest will give. Oh, I liked that. And the fact that these chests reset and you can keep getting rewards for them? That's one reason to keep coming back to the Abbey. Oh, this game has so much to offer. And that's a good thing. And that's a common one. There's a blood gate right there. Whispering Woods, Agatha's altar. Oh, we can fast travel to them. There's fast travel. All right, let's open up this one. Ooh, we got a new palette. A new free palette that goes to Doctor Strange. Look at that. Look at that. Default Fifth Avenue. Yeah, a new default one. So we have his basic one, and then we've unlocked it. It's not, we still got to use our gloss in order to fully unlock it. Well, to open it up, but we've unlocked a brand new color for his default. And look at that. I didn't need to spend any of my own money to get credits in order to have this as a separate color. Look at that. I actually earned that. Ain't that crazy? I just had to earn it. All I had to do was, all it required was me just opening up a chest in game, and it gave me stuff. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the search for this earth rod. It's got to be someplace close. And it's got to be on its own little spot somewhere. Because I found the fire rod sitting off by itself. I found the fire rod sitting by itself. I found the water rod near actual water. But given the fact that most of the Abbey is mostly dirt, the earth rod could be, if it is the earth rod could literally be any place out here in the Abbey. And that just makes my search all the more long. Ooh, epic one. Okay, so we're not gonna open... Okay, so this was a rare, but there's an epic one inside the Abbey, and Agatha wants to speak to us. We'll get to Agatha in a minute. I'm not gonna use my keys on any of these regular common ones. I'll save it for, like, the rare and epic ones. If I find a legendary one, yeah, I'm definitely gonna save a key for it. What is that? There's something right over there. Can I get that? What is that? There's something over there. I'm actually surprised that the Ooh! Secret spot! I can open this up!
Goddess of Order approves.
What is this place? I got a free key. Thank you. Is this a new chill spot? A new haven? Were you just there to give me a key? You would think that with this big old crater-looking spot being here, this would probably be the location where a key resides. But I guess that is not the case. Okay, I saw something over here. Ah, dang, we can't get over here because we can't break open that door yet. And I never did make my way all the way down to this area. Oh, this is Robbie's spot. This is his car. Quentin Carnival, last chance, final performance, stunts, games, rides, food, music, and fun. Fun and excitement for all. Man, I remember when me and my family used to go to the fair all the time when we lived in Germany. They used to have carnivals all the time outside of the local theater. Like, the space outside of the theater was so large, you could set up an entire carnival in its parking lot. That's how big the parking lot for the movie theater was. So they would have like annual festivals happen all the time. Entire Ferris wheels would be carried in. Then big old rides would be there, sudden drops, and they would roll all this stuff in. Because when I was young, growing up in Germany, and I would see these festivals come in, I would always wonder, how do they get these rides in and out of these places? And it turns out that a lot of them just were like ferried on trucks and wheeled over there. So it was kind of odd when I was growing up seeing all that stuff happen. So needless to say, it's been years since I've ever been to a fair. Like a actual fair. New Haven! There's still nothing that we can grab or interact with over here at Agatha's spot. We need to keep progressing during the story in order to open up some of these more sealed off areas. Still wondering, where could that earth rod possibly be, though? Okay, it's in the library. Arcane chest is in the library. No quarter, epic palette, and 71 gloss. Look at that. The gloss is necessary to purchase some of these alternate palettes, and you get it just by finding it out in the open, opening up chests, or completing missions. Like I said, you can garner so much favor, positive player favor, if you do stuff like this. If you could do stuff like this, it doesn't matter if it impacts your internal your personal monetization ideas or everything. You can do so much more for a game with players who are willing to put up with your game and enjoy it when you do stuff like this, like make it so players can earn this stuff rather than trying to nickel and dime them. Because your game will always be regarded more favorably than a game. Your game will always be regarded more favorably versus games that try to insinuate that you're better off just buying skins or buying consumables because they nerf gains into the ground, or literally just buying in-game stuff over earning it. You can garner and have such a larger fan base if you just don't be a tool about it. Which is why people who have played Marvel's Avengers, including people who are on their creator program, enjoy this game more than the very game they're all part of a creator program on.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more. Hello, Hunter.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much, but I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear.
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the Blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
I don't know why some people really like to use that phrase, because what they don't know can hurt them. I mean, yes, it can. What they don't know can still hurt them. Does a person know a sniper bullet's about to hit them in the back of the neck? No, they don't. Does it hurt? Yes, it does. So, what they don't know can hurt them? That phrase, I feel like people should not take it too seriously, because what you don't know still can hurt you. What if the person you're facing is invisible? You don't know they're there. Can they hurt you? Yes. What you don't know can, in fact, hurt you.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wondergore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
I mean, when you think about it, just because they woke her up doesn't mean that she owes them. I mean, what better way to get rid of anyone you feel you may be indebted to than just by erasing them? I think Faustus and Crossbones were probably the only one to actually get out of there alive. Anyone else? Yeah, you're just fodder.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
Okay, so we talked to Agatha, and while we were talking, I looked at the location of where that earth rod actually is.
The library radiates that fresh spell battle aura. Makes for an ideal reading nook.
It's supposed to be over here near Hunter's Folly. And then use a word of power. Haha!
Blessings of the goddess.
Earth Rod!
It is one of the elemental rods.
Lichen and moss cover most of the stone Earth's colored surface. Leave it on the ground for even a moment and it's quickly lost amongst the halo of plants that spring from the ground around it.
So we have all the rods, so we can put them up now. And this was the little chamber I was sealed in. I could have sworn it was like a different color, but oh well. Alright, so we have the last rod. So now we can go right back to Agatha's altar. Thank you, fast travel.
There, finished.
And what is that? What is this? Is this a new power? Moon seal! Elemental, my dear Agatha.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. but the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
Alright, mystery complete, and we got ourselves some arcane knowledge for our trouble.
We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear.
Of course, Agatha. Alright, so... I got this chest right here. Everyone is just somewhere. Caretaker. Charlie. Right, there was a super link. Let's see. Ileana, were you walking the Abbey grounds late last night? And she says, no, weird, I saw a strange light out my window. We're the only ones here who have our own underglow, so I figured it was you. Maybe Carol was out for a moonlight stroll. No way, Captain Marvel isn't a soft glow, she's a portable sun. Also, you can't take a moonlight stroll during a new moon. Nerd, goes Blade. Says the man who named his katana. Keep pushing me and I'll share it with Blade facts. He actually named his sword. Okay. Actually, let me look at this. Gain too fast at a mission start. Team friendship level. That still needs to improve. Oh, she's got something new too. Oh, right. Wait. I have the Phoenix 5 outfit for magic? What? When did I get this? When did I get the Phoenix 5? And it has different looks to it. Burn It Down, Dark Phoenix, Dread Messenger, and then New Phoenix, like New Mutants. That's her New Mutants look. So, you know what? She has her default, but Phoenix 5, for those who don't know, is her getup that she wore when certain members of the X-Men were imbued with the Phoenix Force. Cyclops, Emma Frost, Magic, Colossus, and Namor. Namor were all imbued. Well, Namor wasn't exactly part of the X-Men, but he joined them. And they were all imbued with the Phoenix Force. And using their combined powers, they basically went across the world, solving all of the world's problems. But at the cost of them constantly losing more and more of their sanity over time. And there was infighting where members of the Phoenix 5 started to fight each other, actually. And it got into a point where it was really just Cyclops and I believe Emma Frost who were left. Or I believe it was Cyclops, Emma Frost, and Namor who were left. Because Colossus and Magic, they lost their Phoenix powers. And the ones who were left got imbued with even more power over time. This was part of the Avengers versus X-Men storyline, which was actually quite good when you think about it. because it was when Tony Stark used his weapon to split the Phoenix Force apart, and those parts of the Phoenix got imbued into people like Magic here, and other individuals as well. But it was an interesting storyline. Headbanger, and then this is just her default outfit. Let me go up to my character because I recently got something new for my customization. So I got my hunter outfit, and then I have no quarter, which is just me in all red. I'll pass on that. Borderline, a lot of these. Wait a minute. Wait! These outfits have passives? These outfits have passives on them! What? Enemies who attack me have a 25% chance to gain 1 marked. What? High-tech, gain 1 resistance or generates 1 heroism at the start of every turn. What? These outfits have benefits to them. Okay, so what is that? Charlie gains 1 resist each turn. Myself and Charlie attacks have a greatly increased chance to be critical when drawn. So these all... Wait, what? I didn't even notice that these outfits actually have beneficial passives to them. Okay, so when I play a card, 10% chance to generate Symbiote Bind? What? Limit 1 at a time. Salem Savior. When I KO 1 or more Lilin with an ability, 50% chance to draw a card. And then Dark Attacks and Heroics have a greatly increased chance to be critical when drawn. Defender of the Light. Light Attacks and Heroics have a greatly increased chance to be critical when drawn. Midnight Sun. Once per encounter, redraw a heroic card to gain Concealed. Ancestral abilities do not exhaust. What? And then Super. Reduce all collar thresholds by 1. And I'm immune to all... What? Reduce all collar thresholds by 1, and the hunter is immune to all negative status effects? What? What? Requires unmet. Complete the story. I gotta complete the game in order to get this outfit that makes me immune to negative status effects. What? Yes. I honestly think that people buying skins for Marvel's Avengers would be far more beneficial if they had actual status effects on them. That would probably make them worth, partly, maybe slightly worth the $14 they expect people to spend on them. Because I thought these were just going to be skins, but they got effects on them. Y'all need to stop. And I got a brand new prop, so I got This Is Not It. Oh, these make me look evil. I'm not gonna wear these. I'm already done with the moral arc of Dragon Ball Super. I don't need these. Oh, this game needs to stop. And Captain Marvel, she needs to be healed. Wait, I have Marvel? When did I get some of these skins? Was it because I put in the code for from Marvel Strike Force on my phone? Is that the reason why? I'm guessing I'm the only one who gets like benefits from wearing different outfits, because Captain Marvel doesn't get anything like that. Okay, so Agatha told me that the Standing Stones... She told me that the Standing Stones was the next location where we would have some stuff to do. It doesn't necessarily tell me what's the next thing I'm supposed to be doing right now. New Haven, the eerie Badlands. Alright, this is a New Haven spot. Pretty sure I didn't see this Haven spot when I was running through here trying to find the Earth Rod. Or maybe I just didn't notice it and I overlooked it completely. Ooh, I can open this door. Secrets!
Foster smiles upon me.
Yo, new spot! New spot! We found a new spot! Oh, the places you'll go. Okay, Hunter's Journal, November 3rd, 1712. Lilith is no longer the light that she once was. All that remains is darkness. Darkness that wears the face of the woman I once called my mother. I am prepared to lay down my life, for many will perish if I do not act. Only one of us shall walk away from the storm that awaits. It will be me. I can feel it. There are only moments left.
That is...
Wicker construct, symbolic totems crudely constructed to honor the elder gods.
Interesting. Fascinating. Curious.
Wanda's Journal, March 4th, 2020. They stopped tending to this grave some time ago. I guess I'm the only one that comes out here these days, so I get it. It's so sad, though. It was hundreds of years ago, but I can feel so much sorrow in this place. But a loss like that, a husband and a father, that doesn't just go away. Maybe that's why everything happened the way it did. That's another one of Wanda's journals. 6 more to find. Unknown grave.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it.
Man, secret spots. Handmade father doll. A doll for my father. I spent extra time on this one.
What is this? This rubble looks loose. The gods are fickle.
Okay, so that didn't do anything. Grave? Cleo. Oh!
Intriguing.
I was about to say Cleo as in... Doctor Strange's friend? But it says, cherished companion who will cheerfully meow in our hearts forever. Does this have anything to do with a pet that was lost during this game's making? It seems like it. Unless I'm completely wrong and it's in fact a Marvel-related animal. Okay, so I can't do anything there. Still need to learn a new word of power. Oh, new spot. New spot. What we got here? What's this we got over here? Notes on hedge magic. One of the few works on hedge magic that treats the subject with respect. Unlocked recipes, moderate attack essence, and Iranoke charm. Sweet, learned something new. Handmade hunter doll. This doll never had to leave its family behind. Maybe that's why I made it. Ah, what if I were to put this doll? Hey, arcane knowledge went up. You get 1 more cosmetic reward from arcane chests. Oh, this is nice. The way you can make it so that you keep getting more and more rewards as you find all of this stuff. Reasons to search every nook and cranny. God, why couldn't Marvel Avengers do something on this level?
Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. Ah, I see.
I was thinking maybe I could put the doll right next to it, but I guess this was just something I could pick up. So, let's go check out that side path. Don't think I overlooked that. I did not. Faded journal page. Journal of Hiram Shaw. Today, with the help of my loyal followers, I have continued work on the foundations of this house of worship. I knew I was called here to this spot for a reason, and praise be I have found that reason. This page I have unearthed is no ordinary parchment, but whispers to me, calling me to extend my influence and share these words with the people of this village. When he calls, I will listen, for I am his servant. The page whispers to me, and I weep with joy. It is the most clear example of his hand that I have ever witnessed. I imagine it's not the same he that I know. Probably a different kind of he. Don't listen to he. Don't listen to that he. Oh, we're just opening up all sorts of different spots. This simple word of power just opening up so... Yo? This is a big map! How far have we gone? We're all the way over here. We keep opening up new spots. This is a big map. This is a big map. Hunter's Journal, June 26, 1710. Sometimes I wake, still caught in my dreams. I am running, but seemingly going nowhere. Oh, I hate those dreams where you're trying to run, but you're either super slow or you're not moving anywhere, like you're being held up in the air and you can't move and you're trying to run from something. Hate those dreams. The dream seems to go on and on. It is dark and freezing, and I am trying to hide and make myself as small as possible to not be seen or heard. Sometimes, there are strange voices screaming from far away, and I am on my feet again running. I'm never fast enough. It feels like these dreams are distant memories, or maybe something yet to come. But when I shake away the sleep, I'm safe and warm. Agatha and Sarah are here. Everything feels okay.
My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of.
So now we have a Lilith doll. We have a Hunter doll, then there's a Father doll, and now we have a Lilith doll.
I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became.
I wonder, can I put all three of these dolls on the altar now? Because that's more than enough to put down there right next to the Father doll. Because now we have the mother and now we have the child.
What is this?
Maybe there's another one I need to find. Or maybe I have to initiate something in order for me to bring those dolls over to that one spot. I'm gonna save. I haven't done it in a minute. You know what? Let's go from the front entrance. Let's go from this side.
The standing stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
See, the standing stones I know will give me a bonus into stealth skills, in the fighter skills, and the mage skills. But doesn't look like we can do anything with this specific... Oh? The High Priestess. Yo, it's Jean Grey! The High Priestess. Jean Grey stands powerfully and summons flames from her palms, holding her stance and waiting for the next move. This card represents instinct and wisdom with a hint of mystery. Man, can you imagine Jean Grey being in this game? We're already getting another member of the X-Men alongside Wolverine. We're getting Storm. So can you imagine Jean Grey being added as a character to Marvel's Midnight Suns? The power of the Phoenix. Imagine. Earthy clearing. More and more havens to unlock. So if I beat this spot, I can open up the other zones that have these seals on them. Awesome. We're definitely going to do that. We're definitely going to do this right now.
The second blood gate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter? I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck.
Oh, we can only do these once per night. Trial of the Elder Gods. Autumn or Atum. Reveal that which was lost long ago. Recommended player level 8. Current player level 3. Nope, we can't take it on. We can't. I'm not going to be that dumb and try and take on a challenge I know I'm not prepared for. That'd be foolish. And I do not want to make any foolish decisions. So let's explore around this place just a little bit more. Ah, we got this. Pay respects. Hello? Oh,
the
great.
seer known as Endra Moore is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
Okay, so I gotta find these statues. But I can't get across that area. Man! Okay, great. Now I need to find these statues wherever they are and open them up. And I can't go that way because it's still sealed off to me.
This is which sign?
Journal of Hiram Shaw.
The people of Salem line up outside, drooling at the chance to be a part of this congregation. I cannot be more pleased with how many seek out the truth within these walls. With the guidance of Chthon and the power within this page, I will set them free. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you this wasn't the he that I knew. This was a different he. An evil he. It might as well be him from Powerpuff Girls, though not as flamboyant. With the guidance of Chthon and the power within this page, I will set them free. I am the one that has been chosen, and I praise Chthon for granting me this blessing and its power. And this power. Yet, where there's light, there are those who oppose it. A coven of witches stalks all around us, deceiving my flock and sowing the seeds of distrust. They will be stopped. And now the Salem witch trials come to mind. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's go ahead and continue over to the next location. Because there was a spot over here. There's a whole other section that's just to this place that I haven't explored yet. Ooh, a whole spot up here. Handmade caretaker. Oh, that should be all of them we can sit in a row now.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
Haha! All of them have been placed.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave?
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
Apologies, I'm getting called away again. They need my help. Oh, you're fine, Psycho. Don't worry about it. I had to step away myself because I keep getting called away. They need my help. There's a lot of things that people need my help with in the house right around this time. Plus, this is getting around the time where I wanted to end the stream, so we'll continue this another time after I'm done with this conversation with Caretaker.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I've never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon join the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together.
Okay, so we can talk to Caretaker, but I'm gonna open up this chest, because we got extra keys. See? No, never go willy-nilly with spending your keys. Light Child and Vigilant Face Prop. Okay, let's check that out real quick. And I believe that has something to do with... Yeah, she has like a pure white outfit. Yeah, she's got pure white now. And that's her default. But we're gonna keep her Phoenix 5 outfit on for now. So let me go back to me. Because apparently we have a brand new prop we could put on our faces. Whole face prop of Vigilant. Wait, I had this? I had like a domino mask I could have over my face? None. And then one that makes my nose look way bigger than it actually does. Wow, that's a very big nose underneath that mask. But then here, it's just normal. Yeah, I'm not putting on any of those. That's ridiculous. I'm not having any of that on me. Do I have anything for Ghost Rider? His boarded shorts, trunks, and then rare trunks without like a white trim. Okay, so Iron Man, he's in his bleeding edge. Previewing Iron Knight. Yeah, this is how Iron Knight's supposed to look. Oh, Nico's got an outfit too. All right! I forgot there's the Shadow Witch and then there's Sister Grimm. I forgot that there was these outfits. Default, then that color, and then just roll the dice. Just embracing her inner Wednesday Addams, which I hear is actually a good show on Netflix right now. Default, and then Battle Witch, then Sisterhood, and then the Love Cosmic. So we got these other outfits as well. Lots of diversity. It's only gonna grow even more as we add more characters to the game. So, I'm gonna save my game right here. A good solid 3 hours of more Marvel's Midnight Suns. Don't see why we can't pick this up another time. I really want to play through this and get through this before January. So count on more Marvel's Midnight Suns streams whenever I get done with Dragon Ball Super. And I'm gonna be done with reading and catching up to Dragon Ball Super soon. The last physical volume I'm going to read through is going to be volume 16, which is tomorrow. And then the next 4 days after that will be me fully catching up to all the chapters of Dragon Ball Super. And then I'll be done catching up with Dragon Ball. And then I'll be fully caught up. And I know all of the events that are currently transpiring right now. Then after that, I can start dedicating more and more time to playing more and more Marvel's Midnight Suns before this year is over. And then pretty much anything else important that I have going on as well. But that's where I'm going to call it a session here for today, ladies and gentlemen. This was a fun session of Marvel's Midnight Suns. The fact that I've found out so many different things about this game, such as a prestige leveling system, which actually is beneficial. I've seen a champion level system in another Marvel game, but it's fundamentally broken and bad and basically pointless. So to see one that is actually beneficial and know that it exists in this game, that just makes me all the more happy to play this, because characters that I max out can still get stronger, and that massively appeals to me. And I can't wait to see how strong I can make characters when I start over-leveling them and overpowering them, and I'm just wiping the floor with everyone. That's what I'm looking forward to. But ladies and gentlemen of the jury, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I just want to say I had a fantastic time playing Midnight Suns for all of you, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So all I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share, because I'm more than willing to entertain more and more people if you let people know about me, and maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later peoples.